From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Cascade Paint & Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Well, here it is. Happy Friday evening to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger. Thank you so much for joining us on Weather NorCal. This is the result of all the rain that we did see. Some of us, a lot of rain. Others, not so much. Like, for example, El Turris, only 4,200 of an inch of rainfall. Look at Mount Shasta, though. After that snow and the rain that we saw, almost 13 inches of rain. Now the valley, almost 10. In fact, some of you did see over 10, 12 inches of rain in the Reading area. There's some of the reports that I've received. Chico, over 8 inches. A little bit of a rain shadow for Red Bluff and Willows, but still decent totals there, over 5 inches. Over 5 inches along the coast. Hoopa, 6 inches. Look at Hayfork, over 10 inches of rainfall. And the thing is, we're going to be adding more to this over the next couple of days. Not a lot more, but more nonetheless. All right, let's get you through Kruger's Cast. For those of you that are in a quick hurry, just want to see the forecast for tonight and tomorrow, well, here's what we have in store for us tonight. We may see some thunderstorms developing tonight, otherwise just some showers. Temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 40s for those overnight lows in the valley. And for the coast, those temperatures will be somewhere in the 40s. Getting you out the door for tomorrow morning. There it is. Of course, going to be looking at a few showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms out there tomorrow morning. I think everyone at least seeing that chance for showers here. The wet weather's not over, but the steady rainfall that we've been experiencing for many of us, that's pretty much over. All right, so here's the cold front that produced those very strong winds that some of you did see here this morning. And then, of course, they died down. Now, we're also seeing some rain along that. Now, most of the rain today, at least the heaviest rainfall, was eastward into places like Modoc County, Laston County, Plumas counties, and those scattered showers for the rest of us. So essentially what's happening is behind this cold front, we've got cold and unstable air with disturbances coming in behind that. That'll bring us more rain over the weekend. So there you can see, as we progress through tonight, most of the rain and snow, look at this, this is all snow here. So I am concerned about travel issues east of I-5 tonight and tomorrow morning. So knowing that we're going to see all this snow here east of I-5, just know that if you have to travel tomorrow morning over those mountain passes, you will most likely be dealing with some kind of chain requirements. Now, looks like as we go into tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., we've got another band of rain and snow moving in. Now, once again, this could create some travel concerns, and I am a little concerned about I-5 near Mount Shasta City. Here's Highway 299. Looks like, for the most part, it'll just be in the form of rain. But what I am concerned about is that with this heavy rainfall on top of the heavy rain we've already seen, I'm still concerned about mudslides and debris flow. So just be aware of that for some of those mountain highways. Here's Highway 36. Looks like maybe some snow there. East of I-5, some snow, and of course some snow up to the north. Let's take you into about the noon hour. You see how it's kind of breaking apart? We're seeing scattered showers, scattered snow flurries. So conditions, at least in the mountains, may improve a little bit, but still some of those scattered snow flurries. By 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, for the most part, I mean, minus a few flurries here and there, a few showers here and there, it's actually drying out. We're getting a bit of a break. We may see a break through Saturday night and even into Sunday morning as well. We'll take a closer look at that in our deeper dive forecast a little bit later, but there's your forecast for tomorrow. Yeah, maybe a chance for some thunderstorms. Otherwise, if you don't see thunderstorms, just those showers. And you saw the timing of that coming through on Saturday. Temperatures still on the cool side, 30s and 40s for the higher elevations, and those mid-50s, low to mid-50s here along the coast. All right, let's take a look at that 7-day outlook. And again, that chance for showers, thunderstorms, off and on chances for showers through Tuesday. But it does look like for your holiday, your Thursday, your Thanksgiving holiday, yeah, travel on Wednesday looks okay. Even Tuesday, I mean, it's not a ton of rain. And then Thursday and Friday. And even the weekend after Thanksgiving still looks pretty good as well. Here's your coast, inland, and for Trinity County, also the off and on chances. And I've got snow levels on average around 3,500 feet, give or take, although in places like the Eastern Mountains in Modoc County, closer to 4,000 and 4,500 feet with those dry conditions as well for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. All right, that is Kruger's Quick Cast. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day if that's all you needed. If not, stick around. We've got a lot more to talk about, including the flooding concerns that we have out there. We're going to take a look at some of those river levels as well. Take a look at this. I want to thank Kelly Brianne for posting this on social media on Weather NorCal. I asked you to send some of those damage photos, and here's a downed tree in East Reading. Due to those gusty winds that we did see early this morning, and I'm sure there was much more damage, a lot like this, across the area. And again, it's not just the winds, but the flooding we got to be concerned about. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit later. But take a look at the winds here. They're going to be dying down. So that certainly is good. Maybe a little breezy as we start off your Saturday, but Saturday afternoon doesn't look all that bad. Now it looks like as the next system pushes through on Sunday, we'll see the winds progress and then they start to kind of move eastward. Now we are going to be looking at some gusty winds, but I don't expect it to be to the advisory level, but still some gusty winds nonetheless on Sunday. It looks like a little bit for some of us. All right, so here's your headlines. Potential for more flooding, mudslides, and debris flows. I'm a little concerned about mudslides and debris flows still, even as we go through the weekend. The weaker winds will be across the board here for tonight and for your Saturday, with snow levels dropping this weekend, really as early as tonight and into tomorrow. But the snow, it's not going to be as heavy. Yes, there will be periods of heavy rainfall, especially tonight and into tomorrow morning, but it's not going to be snowing all day long like we saw just a few days ago. And then it looks like we'll be looking at a drier trend as we approach that Thanksgiving holiday. So it looks like we're getting some relief from this wet weather. So again, there's that cold front. It's been pushing on through. It's also helping to kind of push that atmospheric river more down to the south. So you can see it's more focused now to our south. We're not seeing that steady rainfall anymore. At least most of us aren't. And then behind that, you see all of this. This is cold and unstable area. You see the flow? It's heading right into Northern California, and that will continue to bring us scattered showers and possible thunderstorms. So again, there's that atmospheric river. It dives down to the south. No longer our issue anymore, and we're just dealing with scattered showers. And as I mentioned, those possible thunderstorms. All right, oops, I got a little button happy. There we go. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast now. Here's midnight tonight. That's what I was talking about. I'm a little concerned about travel concerns and issues there, but otherwise drying out. But look at this. There's going to be some new development coming in 4 a.m. Saturday. Showers, maybe some thunderstorms developing at that point. And then as we go into about 8 a.m., there you can see here for the valley. But look at the snow that we are seeing in the mountains here for Saturday morning. Okay, now we take you into Saturday around noon. We're still seeing some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, snow flurries. Still looking at the potential for more chain requirements out there, especially east of I-5. Now we'll take you into Saturday afternoon. This is when we start to see things begin to kind of dry out a little bit. We'll see a break from the wet weather Saturday evening, Saturday night, Sunday morning, but then you can see all of this coming in. Now look at this. Look at noon on Sunday. You see the snow, this band of rain that's coming through, and it's going to bring snow down to as low as 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Now you can see Highway 299 looks okay. Here's Highway 36 right here. Yeah, you might be running into some snow there. I-5 near Mount Shasta, Weed, possibly looking at some snow there. You can see some chain requirements for Sunday. That will then progress eastward. We're still seeing some decent snow through the afternoon, right? And it is including I-5 and, of course, areas east of I-5. But look at to the west. Things are improving. So as we go into Sunday, into Monday, there's Monday morning, we're seeing another round of rain, another round of snow. Looks like snow levels may be a little bit higher, but you get the idea. We're still seeing these disturbances pass through, which will bring us rounds of moderate to heavy rainfall, but just not that rainfall that's going to last all day long that we've been seeing here. So when you see the totals that we've already seen, we're going to tack more on top of that. Maybe another inch and maybe another inch and a half for places like Redding and Chico. Maybe another half an inch or so in those more rain-shadowed areas. But even in the mountains, we're seeing over an inch in some cases. And Eureka, about a half an inch, a little over an inch out towards Crescent City. So yeah, some decent totals. All right, so let's take a look at the flooding that we're seeing out there. First and foremost, all of these are just more watches and warnings for flooding, because the concern for flooding is continuing here for the rest of tonight and even into tomorrow as well. And I'm also, and not much mention of this, but I am also still concerned about mudslides and debris flows over those mountain highways. So let's take a look at the river levels, right, as of this evening. And we're still seeing some orange dots, which is basically the river at that point has reached the flooding stage. And where you see a red dot, that means it has reached above the flood stage, obviously, and is a moderate flooding. Of course, that's Eel River at Fern Bridge. And then, of course, we've got some here as well, Sacramento River. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to take a look at some of these and take a look at what we expect here, the timeline on the forecast of when we expect them to drop. So as you can see, Mad River near Arcata, it's going to be dropping here as we go into the evening and tonight. Same situation for Eel River. Right now, it's in that major flood category, right? You can see it's above minor into the moderate category. You can see as we go into this evening, it's going to kind of remain fairly level. But as we go into Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, you see it begins to drop. And really, you're going to see that trend with all of the rivers here. You can see the Van Duzen River near Bridgeville. You see how it's dropping as we go into tonight. Not even really even reaching the flood stage. That's the case for Susan River at Susanville as well. It's actually going to peak up a little bit here. You can see it looks like the forecast crest will be tomorrow. No, excuse me, 9 o'clock here for tonight. Then after that, of course, it begins to drop. Let's take a look at the Sacramento River now, and this is looking at Tehama Bridge. It will crest, well, it did crest at about 4 p.m. Of course, so it's kind of leveling out there. It'll kind of stay there for a little while, and then as we go into tonight, tomorrow morning, it starts to kind of drop again. And this is kind of interesting here, at Ord Ferry, Sacramento River, it actually is going to crest 8 a.m. Saturday morning, and it kind of levels out. And it's not until Saturday night that we'll kind of see it begin to drop again. But we're really, I mean, we're getting close to that flood stage, but just barely. So it shouldn't be, we're not expecting any major flooding along the Sacramento River, so it shouldn't create too much damage. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. But of course, as you saw on Eel River, Fern Bridge, yeah, I mean, they're in the major flood stage right now. But again, as we go into tonight, that should be receding. All right, let's take a look at the winter weather advisories out there. There's a winter storm watch for Sunday morning through Monday night for northern Trinity County. A little concerned about travel on Highway 299. We take a look at east here now for Friday, right, for now through Tuesday. Basically, the foothills east of the valley, above 5,500 feet, there is a winter storm warning. Now, snow levels will be lower than that, down to about 3,500 feet, 4,000 feet. And then until 10 o'clock tonight, right? But I do expect that this is probably going to be extended because we are going to be looking at that snow here tonight and even into tomorrow morning, and that's going to create problems for travel. So there you can see through tomorrow, look at all the snow we're seeing off to the east here. Some good snow, actually. We could even see some light accumulating snow out towards Mount Shasta, maybe out towards Alturas. At Chester, maybe seeing some snow as well. Take you through Sunday, we'll see more on top of that. I mean, could we be looking at another 8 to 12 inches of snow? And listen, I'm not going to 100% doubt this forecast model, because this is the forecast model that was predicting 30 to 40 inches of snow in Mount Shasta, and that's indeed on the lower end of that. Mount Shasta saw that much snow. So, I mean, at least on the very lower end of that, through Monday morning, could we see 6 to 8 inches, maybe a little bit more than that of snow in Mount Shasta City? Sure. I think it's a possibility. Out towards Chester, yeah, and then up towards Alturas, maybe 1-2 inches of snow there as well. But I don't think it's going to be low enough for Weaverville and Hayfork. And here's the fun part. I mean, yes, we did see rain on top of a lot of that snow, and it did melt a lot of that snow at the ski park. But you know what? No worries. We've got another couple feet of snow that are going to be coming out on the ski park here over the weekend. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Could we open up on Thanksgiving Day? Probably not. I doubt it. But I don't know. I'm not the one that makes those decisions. That's the folks over at the ski park. Ask them. They can tell you when it will open up. I love when people ask me, hey, are they going to open up the park on Thanksgiving because of all that snow? I'm like, well, I don't make those decisions. I can tell you it's snowing. I can tell there's a lot of snow up there. But I'm not the one who flips that switch and says, all right, let's open it up. So fingers crossed, right? But there it is. Okay, there's that atmospheric river. Now, what's interesting is it's pointed over the Bay Area, but see that? It just kind of like, it's like we tapped into that to the east, and that's why we saw so much rain there. But once this pushes to the south, what we're dealing with, you see this little swirl right here? That's what's going to be coming in on Sunday right there. And then another one coming around that. That's going to bring us more rain and snow on Monday and Tuesday of next week. And then all of this just pushes down to our south and east Wednesday. Thanksgiving Day looks dry. The day after Thanksgiving looks dry. The weekend after Thanksgiving looks dry. So it looks like for any of your travelers, the day before Thanksgiving, you're going to be just fine. And even the weekend after Thanksgiving, you should be okay as well. That's what it looks like for now. Of course, you'll have to keep watching the forecast through next week, and we'll certainly keep you updated. But drier than normal conditions are in the long range, and it looks like near normal conditions with those temperatures in the long range. Let's take a look at that trend. Now, we're still below normal here, it looks like, through next weekend. So even through Thanksgiving, through that next weekend. But it looks like it's trying to warm up a little bit, getting closer to normal for this time of the year. The normal is about 62 degrees in Redding, but still kind of coolish out there, if you will. All right, there's a look at your wave heights. They are dropping a little bit here for your Saturday. And then Sunday with that approaching storm, yeah, the wave heights will probably increase. That's no big surprise right there. Let's take a look at your marine forecast for your Saturday. Southwest winds at about 10 knots. There is a small crash advisory through tonight and into tomorrow morning. Waves from the southwest at 5 feet at 9 seconds and from the northwest at 8 feet at 11 seconds. All right, here's what your forecast is for tonight. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s. I think it might be overdoing it for those thunderstorms here for tonight. If we see thunderstorms in the valley, it would probably be sometime tomorrow afternoon. We didn't see it today, but we'll probably see it again possible tomorrow afternoon. 47 out towards Lewiston, 51 degrees in Douglas City, 44 degrees for Ruth and Mad River, a high of about 41 degrees tomorrow. And there you can see the off and on chances. Looks like it does dry out though by next Wednesday. Your North Coast neighborhood forecast, you can see 54 degrees for Blue Lake, 55 out in Garberville and Ferndale, a high of about 56 degrees. Could see a chance for a few thunderstorms along the coast as well. For the inland areas, off and on chances for showers. Should dry out by next Wednesday. Your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures in the 40s, a little bit colder up in the high country there, with 39 degrees for McDowell, 37 for Tennant, and Mount Shasta City about 42 degrees. Looks like we are seeing those snow levels averaging around 3,500 feet. It could get a little bit lower than that, right? But for the most part, kind of fluctuating up and down above or below that 3,500 foot mark. Here's a look at Modoc County, right around 40 for that daytime high for your Saturday. I've got you dry on Sunday. I think it's going to be dry Sunday, and then by Sunday night to Monday, a chance for showers. All right, there's your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s, although Paradise, a high tomorrow of about 50 degrees. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. You got those temperatures in the upper 50s, maybe even around 60 out towards Willows, 57 for Elk Creek, and looks like Hamilton City in the upper 50s. 56 degrees for Redding, 56 for Cottonwood, Palisadro, 50 in Lakehead, and looks like Whiskeytown, a high of about 51 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook for Redding, and it looks like chance for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, chance for showers off and on for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but it does dry out Wednesday, and your Thanksgiving Day as well. But temperatures staying generally in the mid to upper 50s. Well, that is your Friday evening forecast. Thank you so much for joining me this week on the coverage of the storm. It was fun, wasn't it? Boy, what a interesting week it was. I'm going to be off this weekend, but meteorologist Chase Wilson will be in to give you your updates 3 times a day on Saturday and Sunday at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. So be sure to join him over the weekend. I'll be back on Monday morning at 6 a.m. and then, of course, live on Coffee with Kruger at 7 a.m. Have a great weekend.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones, too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.